Hare Krishna, spoken a little more than 5,000 years ago by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Sri Krishna, to his dearest disciple friend Arjuna on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, Srimad Bhagavad Gita stands as a lone time tested testimonial of the supreme instruction for the entire mankind. It covers 5 topics: Ishvara, Jiva, Prakriti, Karma, and Kala, meaning the supreme, the living entities, the modes of material nature, action, reaction, and time. These 5 factors and the interaction between them hide the solutions to all the problems of material life and existence. Chapter number 1 is called Arjuna Vishada Yoga, also translated as observing the armies on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. Lessons to be learned from chapter number 1 are perception, presence, action, result analysis, and keeping a clean heart. Verse number 1.1. धृतराष्ट्रवाचा धर्मक्षेत्रे कुरुक्षेत्रे समवेतायुयुत्सवः मामकाः पाण्डवाश्चैव किम् अकुर्वत Sanjaya. Dhritarashtra said, O Sanjaya, after my sons and the sons of Pandu assembled in the place of pilgrimage at Kurukshetra, desiring to fight, what did they do? Dhritarashtra asked this question not out of inquisitiveness, but out of sheer fear, because he knew that in all probability his son Duryodhan and his party will lose the battle on Dharmakshetra, Kurukshetra. It was the magic of the land, of this pious land of Kurukshetra, that Dharma always won. Duryodhan then began the spade work of comparing the two armies on the battlefield, that is the army of the Pandavas and the army of the Kauravas. He, however, hailed to a great degree the presence of Bhishma Deva, Karna and Dronacharya, extrapolating their power to protect, completely demeaning the presence of Bhima in the army of the Pandavas, and completely ignoring and neglecting the presence of the Supreme Personality of Godhead on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. All this comparison in the light of just the physical might. And then kettle drums, bugles, conch shells, and horns rolled. The sound was tumultuous. But when Krishna, along with the Pandavas, blew his conch shell, Panchajanyam Rishikesho Devadattam Dhananjaya Poundram Dadmau Mahashankham Bhima Karma Vrikodaraha. Lord Krishna blew his conch shell called Panchajanya, Arjuna blew his, the Devadatta, and Bhima, the voracious eater and performer of Herculean tasks, blew his terrific conch shell called Pondra. The sound was uproarious, vibrating in the sky and on the earth. Saghosho dharta rashtranam hridayani vyadarayat Nabhascha prithvim chaiva tumulobhya nunadayan. The blowing of these different conch shells became uproarious, vibrating both in the sky and on the earth. It shattered the hearts of the sons of Dhritarashtra. The biggest and the fieriest of the battle in the entire history of mankind was about to begin. That Arjuna requested the Lord, who was acting as his charioteer, to draw his chariot in the middle of the battlefield between the two armies. Lesson to be learned here. Arjuna wanted to inspect the soldiers, the kings, the leaders, the design of the battle, and foremost their spirit to fight. The Lord did exactly as he was directed by Arjuna. Lo and behold, humility personified, the Supreme Personality of Godhead Himself. But here comes the twist in the tale. On seeing his own family members, kins, relatives, friends standing against each other in the fighting spirit on the battlefield, Arjuna's determination to fight weakened. His body trembled, his hair stood on end. His bow Gandiva started slipping from his hands, and his body started burning. Reference, verse number 1.29. All his goodness, valor, courage became conditioned, covered, contaminated by weakness. And he gave various reasons to Krishna for not fighting. Reason number 1. All those standing in the battlefield are his own friends, kingsmen, grandfathers, great-grandfathers. Reason number 2, sin will overcome him if he destroys them, despite their hearts being covered by lust, greed, and animosity. Reason number 3, unwanted population will be born because men will exploit the widows and women in war. Reason number 4, that Arjuna himself will be responsible for all this and may become a permanent resident of hell. Well, this cause-effect analysis of Arjuna, who foresaw the repercussions of a great battle, when kings from the entire planet Earth participated, forces us to reflect as to why wars, battles, and pestilence occur. Expounding all the above reasons, Arjuna put aside his bow and arrow in grief and just sat there on his chariot. The will of a Kshatriya, the duty of a warrior, thus thwarted by emotions, flooded by emotions. Was Arjuna really that weak? Let's find out in the upcoming chapters. Thank you, Hare Krishna. Stay tuned and take care, all of you. Hari Bol.